So, uh, so basically, what happened is I kept talking and like kept continuing with the video, but a time came when basically the phone had stopped recording. So yeah, like I'll try to continue with what basically with where we actually left last. Okay. So I was saying that in the game of chess, basically it's a rule that the white plays first, right? And there had come a time when actually they had tried to switch this, where they had decided the black would be playing first, but I think it stopped for whatever reason. Anyways, moving on. So it is basically the rule right now still stands with the white playing first. Okay. So yeah. Uh, to I think we have pretty much summed up everything we discussed. How the rook moves, how the horse moves, how the bishop moves, camel, the king, queen, and the soldier. There was one part left where we had to discuss exactly what this little soldier does, which is sort of magical on the game of chessboard. Right? We'll try to keep everything aside right now because we need only the soldier. Uh, so yeah, we will be doing that first. Okay. So yeah, like mm, okay. Then so simply put, so we have got one black soldier here, okay, and one white soldier here. All right. So what basically these soldiers can do once they make it to the opposite end, like let's say black is starting from here, right, and white is starting from here. So this is where the white squad was, and same similar with the black one. So what the soldier has to do is it has to make it to the opposite end. Okay, it has to make it here. Started from B7, right, from the black end. It is not necessary that it has to make it to the B1, okay, but when it does, I'll show you what it can do. And same is the case of F2 white soldier, right, and the black one over there. Right? So white soldier doesn't have to necessarily make it to the F8. It just has to make it to any file of 8, but only the thing is that it has to make it to the opposite end. It cannot make it here because anyways it cannot move back. It has to keep moving forward. So let's say it makes it somehow to F8, the white one. Okay. And same would be the case of black. Right. If these two soldiers make it to the opposite end, okay, and the last file basically of the chessboard. So what happens is, considering that the game of chess is not reached the end, so it can turn to any piece of the board. Of course, white will choose what it wants. Majorly it is the queen, okay, and black one would get the black queen, right? So yeah, so basically this was turned to this queen, and the white one was turned to this queen. So yeah, this is what happened. Now, I also want to say that it's not necessary again that it has to turn to queen. Okay, it can turn to any piece you want. Now, I never thought about this. Yeah. Anyway, I was just thinking in my head that can it stay the soldier? But once the soldier reaches the end, how can it be of any use because it cannot move back anymore? So I was thinking whether it can stay a soldier or not. Can we look that up? Okay. Please, if you're watching this, put it in the comment section down below. Thank you. So that viewers could get help. Even I would. So, anyways, so the soldier, the magical piece of the chessboard, can turn into any of these once it reaches the end file, the opposite end file. So it can turn to horse, it can turn to bishop, or it can turn to a rook. Mainly, people choose the queen because it's one of the most influential pieces on the chess board. Because the way it can move, basically, yeah. So same would be the case of the white pieces, right? Knight, bishop, or the rook. So maybe yes. Yes, the reason again, basically queen can move anywhere. Like it can go here, 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 here. So queen is like can play the to put it in a nutshell. Queen can like move like a rook and a bishop. That's what basically queen can do. So yes, I think we pretty much summed it all, and that was all for the basics of chess. We understood what the blocks would be called on the chess of 64 squares, right? Like what each block can be called, right? And we learned how the pieces on the chessboard would move, be it the soldiers, the knight, the rooks, and the bishops, right? And of course, the kings. Alright. So this is what basically pretty much sums it up all. Yeah. Okay. See you. See you next time.